midnight, just walk away.
Hello, and we're back. My name is Alicia. You're listening to Currents, which is a weekly Wednesday morning breakfast show here on Phoenix FM. I've got a special guest in the studio this morning. His name is Mitch Tambo. He is a musician and activist. G'day, Mitch.
Yummy yumma, good morning.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's going?
It's going.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm pumped to be here and had a beautiful drive this morning through the fog and the beautiful sunrise, so I'm ready to go.
The fog was quite mysterious this morning, wasn't it?
It was beautiful. I had to get the phone out and capture it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Have you seen many nice views or sunrises, anything particularly memorable on your tour so far?
I've seen some incredible sunsets, that's for sure. Outback New South, sort of the start of the outback, a town called Hillston. It's pretty incredible out there. But this morning was pretty spectacular, I'd have to say, coming through that sort of hilly section and all the beautiful low fog in the valleys, greeting the sunrise was pretty beautiful.
Yeah, I love, particularly, I live in Castlemaine, which is about half an hour drive from here, and I love the drive from Bendigo to Castlemaine in the sunset. The sun rolling over the hills is just so magic. Like, it makes me feel very lucky to live in this part of the world.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So you're doing quite an extensive tour at the moment. Would you like to tell the listeners a little bit about that?
I'd love to. So we're on the road this year with Wollongbar Youth Tour 2024, and we're just travelling the whole nation, giving back to the next generation. And it's been incredible from, having the stage rushed, benders trampled, split lips, mice lips being split, not kids, let's just make that clear. It's been an epic party and lots of fun and lots of questions asked, and it's been incredible, yeah.
Have you had any curveballs in terms of questions thrown at you?
You know, it's really interesting because every school's so different, and I think, sometimes you feel like you've gone back in time, and other times you feel like we're right where we should be, and it's really progressive and feels really great and amazing. But either which way, we want to be there and want to be a part of meeting that community at where they're at. And some of the questions the kids have can be, really personal questions. They can be really simple questions like, why is the Aboriginal flag red, black and yellow and not red, yellow and white? I don't understand why there's black and not white. The questions really vary. And, kids are great. Kids don't lie. Kids, they're transparent. So it's great. It's really good.
Have you had any moments where you've learned something really profound from them?
I've had some, around the learnings. I mean, you're learning every day when you're working with kids, I think, for sure. Kids come from all different walks and stories of life. It doesn't matter what family or community or socio-status they are. It just, it varies. I've had kids in the middle of the show because you're creating this safe space where kids feel they can just party and celebrate and be themselves. And out of nowhere, a child might go, hey, Dad's gone, but he when he comes back, he's sort of got to hide out a bit. Some things going on at home. So kids will reach out and they'll talk, and I guess that's why I'm there, is to open it up and share my story. And there's parts of my story that's pretty dark and bleak, and then there's parts of my life that's very light and celebratory. And I think through sharing that, it allows kids to open up and share with you what's going on with them. And sometimes it's not in the moment, sometimes it's 2 weeks later, and you get an inbox on your Instagram and someone's going, thanks for sharing that, I really resonate on this level. And yeah, it's very varied.
Yeah. Great. And how do you, you're quite an energetic, fun guy, like you said, you like to bring the party. How do you, rev yourself up for that? How does that come out in your performance with the kids?
Yeah, it's really interesting. People are like, man, how do you just keep doing it? How do you just keep showing up every day and going from 0 to 1,000 with the kids and bringing this epic party? And I think it's because it's in line with your purpose, Yeah. For me, doing a tour like this, it's more what I call soul work. It's something we didn't have to do, but I really want to do it because I really believe in giving back to the next generation, and I remember what it was like to be sitting in those chairs. So you just get up and do it, and you just remember, you just don't know what anyone's going through that's sitting there.
Yeah.
Some kids just need a good party, and some kids need to know that they're not alone, and it's just so diverse out there. So we're just doing our thing.
Yeah, excellent. And when you were a kid, if you remember...
Yeah. Wasn't that long ago, far out.
What was your dream? What did you expect you'd be doing?
I expected that I'd be doing this.
Yeah?
And by that I mean
amazing.
I never said for a second that I'd be a singer.
Yep.
But from about the age of 15, if you said, what do you want to do? I would have said, I just want to share and live and breathe culture and learn and continue to learn forever. And just through my epic, wild, up and down journey, I've managed to just hold on and continue to just share and represent and learn. And it's just snowballed into this facet of my career.
Yeah, right on. And you've got 4 daughters.
Yes.
I heard.
I do, 4 daughters, boyfriends, Barbie dolls and nappies is kind of where it's at home.
That's a breadth of girlhood right there.
It is.
Yeah.
Represent.
What have you? What do your daughters teach you? Like, how's that?
Everything.
How's that work out?
You know, I think when you have kids and such a broad spectrum that I have, it grows capacity within inside your heart that you didn't think you had, and it transforms you in such a way that, you know, the learnings that you get, you can never give back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you can't put a price or any sort of tag on it. It's just out of this world and makes you feel in a completely different way. Like now, if I see kids even in a workshop, something might have happened and they're feeling upset. You just feel on a whole nother level. You don't brush it off. You actually feel so much deeper for this young person, because you think of, what if that was mine, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Have there been any moments where, like, you found them coming into your music? Like, how does your family come through in the songs that you make? Oh,
look, the songs that I generally make are really around, my lived experience, but I have songs like Dreamtime Princess that's obviously around celebrating women.
I love that song.
Thank you. And speaking out against domestic violence and all that kind of stuff. So right. I guess for me, as a dad of all girls, there is that, you know, thing there that you hope that you're preparing them in a way that they don't have to go through that kind of rubbish one day.
Yeah.
It's something that's been talked a lot about lately, and it's something that we need to somehow stamp out and work out. But for me, you know, there's music around that I hope aids or contributes to them having a better sort of outcome in life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has been a lot about that in the media. Have you come across that in the schools that you've been visiting?
Most certainly. Yeah, I've had kids reach out because I experienced it when I was a young fella.
Yeah.
You know, we lived in just mum and I. Fellas noticed it was a single mum, so they'd just bully her and steal her cat and dump it and get drunk, sit on the roof and meow and sleep with a crowbar under the bed, and I'd wake up thinking she was going to get killed and have her walk up and down the house checking every single door, going, Mum, they're going to get you. So I went through that, and you know, through celebrating and going on the journey of Dreamtime Princess, I learned a lot and realised that I'd been through that and I'd blocked it out, you know, trauma response. So when I share these stories, there's times where kids do hit the inbox and go, you know, Mitch, me and Mum are fled, Dad's bashing us, I want to be a chef one day, thanks for your story. And we know that domestic violence isn't just about fellas, it can be any same-sex relationships or whatever, but unfortunately within it, it's more than likely that it is man versus woman, and that's kind of the situation. So for me, even doing that song was never about condemning the brothers in my community or condemning men in general, but really sending a message to all the sisters and mums and aunties out there that you're royal, and there's nothing that supersedes that beautiful gift of life for your sacred womb, and we need to honour and take a moment to just celebrate, party and honour that. So that's what really the song's about, and but it comes from, I guess, quite a serious place and topic, yeah.